If you're a person who's strong in renown, you know personally how important it is to know what impact you are making. You're happy. It's not saying that you're not happy to be a part of a team, but you need to know what your actions are doing within that team context. What impact am I making? Maybe not necessarily how I score. If you have renown and improvement, you probably really need to know how your score is doing. But with renown is really just seeing the impact you specifically are making. It's not that you don't feel good when your team wins, you just want to know that you were an integral part of it. Many times this can lead to being more of an individual producer or just being able to see more specifically how your actions are impacting the team. Renown is not necessarily setting yourself above other people, it's just being able to know that distinction, to say, what is it that I'm doing? You might not shy away from that applause, not even for an ego kind of sake, but really just to know that you actually made an impact. And it might sound like I'm going around the bend a few times, but it's just important for people, especially if you have a renown on your team, to realize that desire to see what you are doing is not necessarily a desire to see yourself raised above other people. They might enjoy being congratulated, but it probably comes and goes. They just need to know on a regular basis that they're making an impact. Even if it's more of a team win, being able to stop and recognize them and say, hey, here's what you did. Here's how you helped the team win. That's really all they need. They don't need to be crowned and put through a parade. They just need to know what they specifically have accomplished. And if you're strong in renown, try to have those metrics around you. Try to have something that can give you the feedback, even if it's not a direct supervisor. What can you look to in your world to know that you're making that very you kind of impact? Look over your other top 5 fuels and discover, what are these things that are important? What are these aspects of meaningful work that really impact me? And how am I doing in those different areas? And how do those areas impact the team? Because even if you can't specifically see how well you're doing, try to look for that impact. See what you are doing and the difference it makes. Because especially if this is an often misunderstood fuel where people think you're trying to set yourself above somebody else, it's very important for you to know where this comes from, how it's applied, and how to build that mastery to be able to really help your team with what you're doing.